Welcome to the first video game console collection video. In this video I'll be covering, home consoles. That's really the main part of my video game system collection anyways. I guess the only thing I don't have that's like a home console is a PC. I guess even people could consider that a home console as well. But this is the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Model Model NES 001. So this is the first version of it. I'm pretty sure they did update the system throughout its lifespan, at least the first version of the system, the infamous front loader. So I'm pretty sure this is an original release. Bought this at a movie trading company, otherwise known as Vintage Stock and other up north. Bought it at a movie trading company that was close to my house at the time. That store has since closed, and bought a lot of great games from there, movies and music CDs, maybe even a few comedy CDs. Oh no, I bought that at the local record store. This system has fared pretty well. The 72-pin connector was replaced at that store, so it's still holding up pretty well. Of course, it's AV in. It also is, you can do RF as well. That RF plug-in seems to be pretty well rusted. I have not actually opened up this system to clean it. Yeah, there's some considerable chips out of the system. Maybe someday I'll open it up and take a look how it looks on the inside. But it served me pretty well since 2000 probably 2010, 2011, maybe even 2009. I forget exactly when I bought the system. I used to keep receipts for everything, like CDs back when I bought them at Sam Goodies in the mall and a lot of stuff, but ended up throwing a lot of that stuff out because I simply didn't have the room. After collecting for all these years, you start running out of room. And I've wanted this for... there's something rattling around here. I'm going to have to open this up, see what that is. But recently bought this off of eBay. This is the infamous Nintendo top loader. There is the model number somewhere in there. There it is. NES-101. Used only with NES 002 AC adapter. And I recently kind of cleaned up the gaming closet. But this version of the system is modded. It has the LED light here underneath the power switch there. It is modded for stereo sound as well, and AV. So it looks a little bit better over the RF. The RF has been disabled in this system. Otherwise it will work in a non-modded system. What else was modded in this thing? I paid a pretty hefty price for it, but I wanted it as a replacement system for this guy when he bites the dust. I'll probably just end up buying another one anyways, due to the fact that the front loader does end up looking better than the top loader, regardless if it's had the AV mod or not. You can get that service done through sellers on eBay, and the prices vary, or you can buy a modded system like I did. With the stereo sound, it does sound a little bit better, but it's nothing really breathtaking change in the sound. But I wanted this also as a space saver, because eventually I may just get rid of him if I don't have the space to put him in my next living space. So yeah, heck, I've even thought about selling all my retro consoles and just keeping the clone ones like the Retron 5, the Analog Mega SG, and Super NT, and just do classic gaming through that on my high def TV, which will eventually be upgraded to 4K. Yeah. Anyways, this system looks great. I mean, it looks good enough. Looks better than the playing the game through RF. I think I briefly did that with the front loader as well, and didn't really like the results. I also did that with my Sega Genesis, which I'll be showing my collection of Sega Genesis systems in the next video or two. And didn't really like the results. I mean, with the Sega Genesis at the time, I didn't have any choice, because that's what came with the system, and I'll get more into that when I do that video. But with this system, you get 2 controller ports. This guy's in pretty good shape for his age. This guy came out in 1993. Very glad to finally own this. And I did see one of these guys at that local movie trading company down the street from me. But they wanted $90 for the system, and it wasn't even modded. So I looked at that and said, well, I'll just keep... I think I had my front loader at the time, and maybe I didn't. And I decided, oh, I'll just get the front loader after watching countless videos on it with people saying that the system had that advantage over the front loader, the AV capability. And eventually Nintendo did make some official AV out top loader NESs, but they were mail order only, so they're pretty rare and super expensive. And you can run into problems when people do mod these systems. Things can go wrong. I've noticed trying to play, I think Castlevania 1 and 3 just simply don't work. I just get a red screen. Sometimes Castlevania will work, but the game will lock up. But when it doesn't do it on my front loader here. So I'm kind of wondering if it's something with this original system components, or if someone messed something up when they modded this system. But every other game works. I'm going to try out Super Mario Brothers 3. That's one of my favorite games on the system, along with a few others. But yeah. So if you want to get a NES top loader, I highly recommend getting a modded system. I don't think they did anything with the paint on the system. It looks original. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I don't know if they did any painting on this. It looks pretty clean. I mean, oh, there's a gash there. Oh, whatever was rolling around there's not doing it anymore. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, there you go. Here it is. My NES collection. I don't really plan on buying any more systems unless one of these breaks, so that's all for this video, guys. I do thank you for watching.